Hello, Yaki here, and welcome back to GD. With the campaign launch of 1.0, the game is finally released. And of course, with the game launch comes the great data wipe. Do note though, that all your data has been reset to default. This includes settings, keybinds, unlocks, and everything else. But if you type /restore data in the chat, the game will attempt to extract old data from the beta, meaning your kills and hours will save, but everything else like medals, unlocks, and maybe Easter egg, progress, is gone. So yeah, if I do /restore data, boom. Old 525 hours. Old data, kills, and hours restored. Welcome back, me. Oh, there's a new count to heads taken. How interesting. Of course, the major part of this patch, or the release of GD, is the campaign system. The campaign is a multi-match long system where both teams battle it out for objectives in a first to 4 race. The winning team will then push into the losing team's stronghold as a final stand. The system will almost entirely change how games will play out, as teams will remain the same between matches. There's a tangible reward and need to win matches unlike before, and also random modifiers. After the match is over, the winning team will vote on the next match to be played on the campaign's map. Each campaign map has a certain amount of modes, but most generally having a balanced spread. Some have more of one mode than the other. The game currently at the moment supports 10 campaign maps. If both teams reaches 3 wins, a tiebreaker must be enacted, where both you and the opposing team is brought to a special game mode called Truce. In this mode, chat is restricted to your team only, and you must decide whether you will continue to fight or call for a truce. If both teams call for a truce, the campaign ends with everyone living and everyone receiving a large XP payout. If both teams call it a fight, the campaign ends in a massacre with no victors, nobody gets a payout. And if a team calls the fight and the other a truce, then the team that chose the fight will overpower the enemy and push them to the stronghold. Upon the end of the final stand game mode, the campaign will come to a close. Payouts will be given to everyone who has stuck to the end of the campaign. Once the campaign is over, it will all refresh and start again, picking a new map, and it will also not pick the same map twice in a row. And that is the campaign system. For those that have played before August 16th, there are beta rewards. People who have played during the beta period with the beta badge will be awarded a few things to get a head start in the war, but mostly as a way to brag, hey, I was here before. Of course, this means the beta badge is no longer available for people when joining. The beta rewards include a unique pick skin based off the German Pioneer pickaxe, 10 medals to start off with instead of 1, and 1 free accessory ticket. It's a one-time use though. We'll now go over the music and theme changes. With the campaign, the game will take a drastic shift in tone. A lot of the music and advanced tracks have been either removed or replaced with more darker, tense tones that fit the theme of the game better, which was before rather lacking. This is a depressing underground war, yet backed by the dramatic epic music that created a clash I didn't particularly found fitting. In addition, the end of round screens have also been reworked, providing once again a different feel. These also come in different variations for situations such as the end of campaign. Overall, this music fits the darker theme of the game much more, and it's important for the game to not lose its vision. We'll now go over the special maps update. A staggering 37 maps have been quickly thrown together by contributors and have been added to the special maps pool. These maps, if with further testing, will be added to the actual main game. But don't keep your hopes up. We will now go over the quality of life changes, starting with added a new stat tracking for guns called heads taken. This does not count helmet hits, specifically head shots for your weapons. Moved disable transparency setting to performance from immersion, as it objectively helps with performance, which I think matters more than immersion in-game. Added collapsed shanty to the collapsed map pool. Holding the equipment button as so that /mortician will now always throw their items to the ground, even if you're currently highlighting over an ally. Hide old servers now change to hide servers that are above 20 hours or older. Obviously, 24 is now redundant, as that's the auto shutdown, like minimal, so yeah. New private server command /toggle campaign. This enables and disables the campaign system, returning back to basically before with the game mode rotation system. Useful if you want to test out stuff with /force point and /game mode. Do note that /game mode does not work while the campaign is active. The end of round text doesn't overlay over the M menu anymore. Elite kits given with Shock Trooper mode no longer play the obnoxious boom sound for every time you pick it up. Added a left side variation for the Trench Watch. More death sounds. And lastly, the controller controls screen pop-up is now removed. It's old, outdated, and no longer necessary with the tutorial. And now, we'll go over the balance changes. Players can now light people on fire at very close distances. Officer's Elite Mark can now override regular marks. Officer's Advanced Order now improves sprint acceleration. Not as fast as Greyhound, and it doesn't override or stack with it, unfortunately. The ambidextrous aiming speed has been increased by 50% compared to before, which was 100. You can no longer use equipments while heavy burning. Naturally. Reduce starting tickets on territory push game mode by 100, making rounds go by a little faster so it feels less like a slog. And it makes it much quicker to get to deathmatch, which is the funnest part of territory push, I must say. The all-career gains 1 extra round in the tube. Turns out, you can't squeeze another one in the tube. Reduce the healing distance of the compass, meaning it's harder to heal people apart the compass from across the map. Made bipods a bit easier to deploy. Jesse grenades now need to follow the line of sight rules to deal damage, so you cannot penetrate through walls anymore. York's mining bomb has received its left-handed animations after God knows how many patches. The Aquarius alt mode has been added, firing one-handed. Now, there's no advantage to this because it actually just slows you down, but at least you look cool, so yeah. And lastly, we'll go over the bug fixes. Fixed flares lasting longer than they should. Fixed cases of being able to dupe Vanguard Shield. Fixed an issue where rapidly picking up a Vanguard Shield as they place it down would cause the player to brick themselves. Fixed cases of Kill Cam Highlight showing up after a fast respawn. Fixed issues with your mouse being stuck or not visible during the end of round intermissions. Hopefully fix some alignment issues with the physical bulk scope. More attempts to hopefully fix kill trading. Removed reload buffering, fixing issues with double reloading and swapping weapons, granting extra rounds. Okay. And lastly, potentially fix issues of spawning in with shock trooper weapons and having an extra inventory slot, preventing you from equipping shock weapon. Fucking finally! And that's it. That is the campaign patch of 1.0. That's it. That's the end of GD, huh? And here's hoping the developer comes every once in a while to update their game, right? And this video might not be as high quality as the other update patches because I want to get it out, because I want to test the campaign mode, which I already have, but it was private testing, but it wasn't like that big. But with this, with the actual release, there's so much new stuff, so much new things that I want to explore, and well, now begins the era of GD. And that's gonna be the end of the video. Or hopefully, who knows. Helmet save lives, and good luck out there, soldiers. There is a day 1 hotfix patch, which is, well, call your wife, made some music louder, made the end of round text go by faster, bug fixes, fix the store not sending you to the right place, fix not being able to exit out of Kingslayer, fix the void and rest stand, fix not getting the badge for playing campaign properly, and fix the end of campaign closing, having some incorrect tiers. Okay, that's the hotfix patch. Will the developer add? Will the developer leave? Will the developer stay? They're probably going away, guys. Don't keep your hopes up, but they might come back though. So yeah, that's the hotfix patch.